Good morning.
Good morning. Been a while.
It's been a minute, yeah. We are filling water tanks this morning, and we have a new contraption we're going to use. If all goes well, which you'll see if it will or not. It's the first time we've ever used it. We'll kind of explain what it is and why we're doing it, and we kind of stole the idea from a friend of ours. So
Yeah, when we were in Ontario, we stayed with some friends, Garnet, Margaret, hi guys, and they topped off our water tank when we left, and I've always tried to find a good way to fill our water tank, and I'm trying to copy what he did and hopefully it works as well as his did.
let's try it out.
Okay.
So far, so good. So basically, we had an extra plug. And explain what you did, because I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I just cut a hole for the hose tube to go through, and a small hole for this vent tube, air vent tube to go through, and just filled it up with good silicone. And
so you cut holes in the orange part.
Yeah, cut holes in the plug, put those through, seal it nice and tight. Watch this. Ooh.
Wow. So we could fill this all the way up till it squirts out this nozzle right at you.
But if you overfill, it's shooting out the van, not
just
dripping all over everything. So
I like that. We've had a few overfills in our time. I remember the first time we filled this, we're like, what the heck is this about? This is the worst thing. But I actually like it there now. I get it and I like it. I like how it is. Now we wait and see if it's gonna work. Yeah, so in this video, we're gonna review our new battery system, and also he installed a Wii Boost on the back of the van, which will help us get our cell connection when we're kind of in more remote areas. So we'll talk about that too. Oh, here it comes, here it comes. Oh, look. Whoa, just like that, you've turned it off. I say that was a huge success.
Thanks, Garnet.
Wow. And then just wiggle it out. There we go. So you cut into the orange, the two spots. And where did you find this piece?
I think I got this on Amazon. It was like, I think it was less than $2.
There you have it. A little contraption that costs dollars to make.
Yeah, the trick is to find an extra cap.
Yeah. We picked one up at the factory, right?
Yeah.
Score, babe. Good job. Battery talk time. So as many of you know, we recently had a battery upgrade when we went to the factory in Kitchener, Ontario. That was over a month ago, and we really wanted to give it a test before we let you guys know if we liked it, if we didn't like it, how it's been working for us. We've put it through the paces for sure. But first, let's talk about what we had.
Yeah. What we originally had was 200 watts of solar on the roof and the AGM batteries. And it always worked great.
We love that system, actually.
Yeah, it's like anything, you don't know how nice something else is. You know, it worked great. We'd have to watch our volts, and with the AGM, when it would get down to a certain level, you had to start the engine, because we didn't have volt start then. We had to start the engine to charge the batteries back up to use the microwave, and it just got to be a thing where if you wanted to use the microwave, the batteries were kind of low, you had to start the engine to do it.
We just knew we would watch the volts, and when it got down, we would turn the engine on.
Right, and I tried to run the air conditioner off the AGM batteries. I think I got maybe
half hour or so.
20-30 minutes max if I was parked in the sun.
Truth be told, we chase 75 degrees, so we're not hunting out really hot weather. It happens sometimes, just like we've been caught in freezing weather. But it's not something we try to be in. So.
Right. So when we had the AGMs, if we got into an area where we couldn't outrun the heat, we had to find a place to plug in, because otherwise you just have to run the engine nonstop to keep the air conditioner going. So anyway, we wound up getting an upgrade to our battery system with the Lithium EcoTrek 400 plus an extra 100 watts. So we have 300 watts of solar on the roof, And so they installed that new system.
So we have the
two batteries.
Lithium batteries, which are both on at the moment, which don't need to be, but they are.
Right.
So now with our new system, when the batteries are charged, I can run my blow dryer, we run the microwave, our furnace comes on, TV's on, and
the batteries never get low.
We don't need to turn the engine over. There has been a couple times where we were in hot weather and we were testing the system. We ran the air conditioner.
I was parked in the shade, and it wasn't super hot, but I wanted to, because we got the volt start also, which is when the batteries get to a certain level. I believe it's about 12.6 or 7. When the batteries get to that level, the engine will automatically start, and the underhood generator, or it's like an extra alternator really, the engine will start, no key in it, and will run for I think 35 minutes.
I think so.
Turn off by itself, and
it recharges your batteries
for
you.
So we wanted to test that before we got too far away from the factory, and so we parked in the shade. It was probably high 80s. Turned on the air conditioner, parked in the shade. Did I say that again?
Yeah.
Parked in the shade.
We were definitely parked in the shade, folks.
So we ran the AC nonstop for about 2.5 hours, and it still wasn't down. I think it was about 12.9. Yeah, we started with a fully charged battery, and but it just got too cold.
Yeah.
So we couldn't wait for the volt start to kick in because it was getting in the evening. So never kicked on.
Yeah.
Went to bed, had the volt start turned on in case something happened. It was fine all night long. Woke up in the morning, wasn't even thinking about it, but I turned the microwave on. I think it heated up a cup of water or something. Used the microwave, and all of a sudden the van started up. I was like, oh, volt start works.
Oh, there's volt start.
Watched the batteries charge up. About a half hour later, the van turned off, and we were sitting at about 13.3 or something like that, if I recall, which isn't a fully charged, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah.
So since then, we wound up in some hot weather, real humid hot weather, probably in the Minnesota area, and so we let the air conditioner go, and after a couple hours, volt start kicked on, engine started. Oh
yeah, we went for a hike one time, the three of us, but we wanted to test it while we were gone.
The dog.
Yeah, not the dog. That's Pistol Girl.
Where is she?
Oh, she's over here. So the three of us went for a hike, and it was hot out, and we thought, oh, we're going to test this while we're out. So we turned the inverter on, we turned the AC on, set the thermostat, and left. We came back, the engine, I don't know if it had started yet, but it wasn't on when we got back. And the AC was on, and it was cool inside. We've never done that before, and that was an experience. That was so nice to come back. You're hot from hiking, it's hot out. You just come back in, and it's immediately cool.
Yeah, typically you get back from a hot hike or a run, and you're all sweaty, and the van is like hotter than outside, and it's like trying to cool off, and it was so awesome.
So bottom line is, we loved the AGMs when we had the AGMs. Mostly because we didn't know any better, right?
Like I used to love tent camping.
Yes.
With no technology. But for us being full-time, it makes it really nice to have all this. It wouldn't bother me a bit if we were just, using it shorter term camping, but.
Well, we were in with the AGMs over 1.5 years full-time.
Yeah.
And we did just fine.
Yeah, you just become accustomed to the routine of it, but now it's like I never look at this. I mean, I look at it, but I don't worry about it.
Yeah, it is weird to break the habit of always checking the voltage, because now we don't have to. So.
But we've used it a lot. We've really put it through its paces and have had zero issues with it, and we like it.
Yeah.
We like it a lot.
Can you tell?
It's freaking amazing.
We will let you know as we go along, and since we are full-time, we are using it a lot. We'll let you know how it's still working for us, further down the road, and if there's been any problems or anything, so.
Yeah.
So far, it's been awesome.
So far, so good.
I think it's time to take her to the beach. What do you think, girl? Oh, let's do it. Go get him! Dave installed a Wii Boost.
Yeah, there's different types. This is one for trucks. They make one for RVs, but everything I read is basically they work the same. It's just a different antenna that mounts differently. And I like the mounting options that this antenna had, and it had great reviews. And so I didn't want to do it permanent. I see where some people, the antenna comes with a bracket that some people have actually drilled holes in this hinge and mounted it on that. Wasn't sure I wanted to do that. So I thought I would mount it to our Fiamma bike rack, and so I thought since I was going to mount it there, I could just use one of these $10 extender poles that you can get at Home Depot or Lowe's, and I would just clamp that to the bike rack with these O-rings. And so there's three pieces with the antenna, and then the part where this comes out to the side, and this spring. There's three separate pieces that screw together. This piece I tapped and screwed down into this pole. That screws into this piece, the antenna screws into that, and then if I want to raise the antenna up, I just so that may work good for when we're out in the trees. Now this Wii Boost for the truck says that this cable is just fine to be shut closed in the door. So I did that. I put it through there, ran it inside the van, and I've opened and shut the door several times and looked at the wire, and I can't even see where it's getting any damage at all. So I just didn't want to drill into the van yet, so I thought I'd just give this a shot to see how it works.
We're testing out this cord for you guys.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's take them inside and show them what that looks like.
All right. So with the antenna in the back, the cable comes through the van, connects to the booster, which apparently is supposed to boost the cell phone signal up to 32 times, so we'll see about that. And then there's an internal antenna that connects into the booster that you mount somewhere in the van that they say, you know, at least, you know, a couple feet away from you. So the antenna comes into here, plugs into here. This cord goes out and plugs into the cigarette lighter for power. Then in the back, there's another cord that comes, which is the internal antenna, which I've just got it routed up to here. And I just Velcroed it here because Irene sits and does her work right in this area right here. So she's going to get the best signal. So we've had it up for about a week, and I don't have any of the testing equipment. I've just kind of been using it where I know their cell service is kind of spotty. If you don't have cell service, you're not going to get anything at all. But I was parked and I was getting 1 bar of LTE, and it was really slow to play videos. So I turned the booster on, instantly went to 3 bars of LTE and everything. I was watching videos on YouTube and it worked just fine. So we just wanted to show you what we did. It's, you know, as you know, we don't really do how-to videos. That's not our thing. But we wanted to show you what we did.
Yeah, it's not a how-to. It's how we did.
It's how we did.
Okay, I'm starving. It's lunchtime.
I'm hungry.
Ooh, let's take you guys. We're going to take you to the best sandwich place ever.
Okay, Stephanie's.
Delicious. Check it out. Oh, I am full, and that was delicious. Yeah, we'll catch you guys next time. We are actually considering going, there's an RV show down in Pomona, California, coming up. It's in October, and we're looking at the dates, and we might actually be down there. We're still kind of deciding, but it'd be like the 13th through the 15th that we would be down there, I think, of October. So we'll keep you posted on that, let you know if we're
we definitely, you know, do some meet and greet at the Road Trek booth. And
well, I want to check out the new stuff. And when we were back at the factory, they had, was it a Ford Transit they had up on the lift, and I wasn't able to look inside. I think they just revealed it at the Hershey show. I'm not positive, but I want to see if I can't get inside one and see what they're doing inside those, check the layout out and stuff. Really curious.
Now we're gonna go out to our friend's house. Lives out on the Sleds River, and we've got some fresh albacore tuna we're gonna grill up.
Come on, Minnie.
So
yeah, we're getting our seafood fill. Okay, excuse me, sorry.
Pistol.
Stop, honey.
You must taste good.
Oh, she's the best girl. Yeah, all right. See you next time.
Carry on.
Carry on.